Silver and gold chaos for September? Question mark? And let you guys know what I think. It could happen. I'm going to give you a little timeline how it's probably going to happen. Hey, look, I don't have a crystal ball. I don't know this for sure it's going to happen. I got no inside information. I'm just trying to read between the lines. Sometimes you can read between the lines. Sometimes you can't. Gonna tell you what's going on at the coin shop. Gonna talk about a lot of different stuff. Stick around, my friends. Help me out with the thumbs up. You see that it's helping the videos grow and grow and grow. We're about 8 subscribers now away from 7,200 subscribers. Look, just yesterday, we were just asking to hit to 7,100. That's how fast this channel is growing, my friends. Come join us. Giveaways will happen. I promise you that. Let's get into the video right now. September chaos. Silver and gold. Look, you guys know I don't get political on this channel. So whatever I say, I'm not bashing nobody. I'm giving you my thoughts. That is all I'm doing. So this is not trying to hit on anybody. Anything like that. Want to disclose that right up front. Tomorrow is Fed Day. What is Jerome Powell going to do? 97% chance he's not going to do anything. Meaning, pause rates. What's that going to avert to? That's going to make President Trump below his top. That's how that's going to play out. He's going to go off a wall. He's going to call Jerome Powell every name in the book. And Jerome Powell's going to sit back. I do think, in my personal opinion, I think we should see a rate cut of 25 basis points right now, tomorrow. But I don't think we're going to get it. I don't think we're going to get it, my friends. I see Jerome's PowerPoint too. He's not sure what these Trump tariffs are going to do. Raise inflation. He's trying to balance two things here. Inflation and jobs. I understand President Trump's viewpoint of trying to get jobs back. I get that. But we got to also realize here too now. We know our infrastructure is weak. Our power grid's weak. We're trying to go more and more green. Some businesses are trying to go more and more green. Follow me so far. Where are we going to get the power to promote more business? We got to work on our infrastructure first. It's weak, my friends. It's old. It's crumbling. You know, and people want to put their money into Bitcoin, meme coin, stable coin. Like President Trump joins his Genius Act. Good luck. I mean, when the government decides to push that magical button, you're closed out, you lost your money. I warned you. I'll say it that way. I warned you. They can't come and get your silver and gold from you. No, they can't do that. People have asked me, do I think these off-site locations are safe? Meaning voltage, silver and gold. Some states, yes. Very safe. You know, you gotta go to places where you know for sure they're not gonna take it from you. You gotta do your own due diligence there. I do not store any silver like that. I got off-site locations. Some of it I store with friends. Some of it's on an off-site location. You take your chances somewhere. Let's talk about off-site locations. I'm not going to tell you where my off-site location is, for one. That ain't going to happen. But really, if you stop and think, maybe you go to a storage unit place. So you got it on the first floor. And I do recommend on the first floor, and I do recommend, if you're going to do that, make it sure it's climate control. Pay the extra cost for climate control. Make sure it's on the first floor. Closer to the office, the better it is. Look, you can hide silver right in the storage unit with no problems. Alright? You can do that. Go to Walmart. Go to CVS. Go to Walgreens. You got a safe you want to hide. Or you got silver or gold you want to hide. Go to Walmart. Go to these places. Go get yourself some cardboard boxes. I don't care if they say Depends diapers on them. Just stack those. Pape those up. Don't care if they're empty. Stack boxes around the safe. And maybe bring the safe inside the box and put it right inside. Fill it up with just boxes. Empty boxes. It could be Depends diapers. It could be Pamper diapers. It could be banana boxes. Filled with paper. Crumbled up paper, thinking that something else is in there. Make it look like it's nothing really that valuable in there. Put Christmas decorations. Put kitchen items on the boxes. Disguise it. That's one way. Now I'm getting a little off topic here, but that's one way to do it. So where do I think September's coming into? We're not going to see rate cuts in July, I don't think. I think we're going to see rate cuts starting in September. There's no rate cut decision in August of this year. No rate cut. So we got a whole month of no rate cuts coming up. And I think we're going to see some turbulence overseas. Russia and Ukraine comes middle of August, late August, beginning of September. We will get the rate cut in September. I think we're going to start seeing some major problems come September, my friends. This is not financial advice. So don't take this as financial advice. You know, some people ask me, what's your honest opinion? You think we got one more month to stack silver and gold? I wouldn't say that. I think you're going to have one more month of reasonable prices. For silver, at least. And I think September is going to be the big month we're going to see some prices really jump. Again, not financial advice. By any which means or anything like that. Don't know. This is just my thinking outside the box. You know, I'm stacking as much as I can afford to the next month. I'm a little worried. Not going to sugarcoat it. I'm going to tell you what I'm doing. And how I'm doing it. Look, I don't know any more than anybody else does. But if you just read the fine print what's going on. Look, we thought, well, maybe I should say I thought silver was going to take a big dip these last 2 days. It hadn't done it. Really, it's held its own. The last couple of days, it's not been doing much, but it's held its own. So has gold. Think about what's really going on behind the scenes. Cannot answer that because we really don't know. We just don't know. And with the stablecoin garbage, please, my friends, really look in what you're doing. If you're into this Bitcoin, meme coin, stablecoin, it's just a ploy. That's all it is. You know, this is not money. This is not assets. Bitcoin, meme coin are not assets. I'm sorry. If that makes anybody upset, I apologize. They're not assets. They're not a digital assets. They're not digital gold. They're not digital silver. They're nothing like that at all. Digital silver, digital gold, so-called Bitcoin, Litecoin, whatever. It's what is it? What really is it? It's nothing. It's thin air. It's digits on the screen. You know, if you really think about it, cow manure has more value than these meme coins. It's just a group of people getting into this stuff and taking money from other people. That's all it is. Legally, it's done that way. They got no assets behind them. It's not like Walmart stock, Amazon stock, Costco stock, First Mining Gold stock, which I'm into. Silver Mountain stock, mining stock, which I'm into. They have assets. They have assets. They got ground. They got machinery. They got storefronts. Depending on what company you're talking about now. Like Walmart, Target, Costco, Sam's Club. The list goes on. These companies have assets. There's no assets behind Bitcoin, meme coin, stablecoin. No assets. And all you do is get this back. Get this back, and what's that really worth? At the end of the day, what's that worth? When you look at gold, when you look at silver, when you look at copper, when you look at platinum, year to date, they're up all over 30%, my friends. It's true. Physical. In your own possession. Or an off-site location. I understand some people need to store it, vault it. Make sure, if you have to choose that, make sure the 10-ounce silver bar you're putting in, the silver you're putting in, is the same gosh darn silver and gold you're going to get back. Because you don't want to put it in BU bars, BU coins, and get back toned up milk spot, clipped coins at the end of the day. You don't want that crap. Check out channel sponsor Pinbacks for the Canadian Silver Mint bars. They are on sale right now. 2 to 4 count have a special price. 5 or more, they have another special price. On sale right now. If you're able to pick some up, pick some up. I understand a lot of people trying to wait to see what Jerome Powell does tomorrow. Where are we going to be in September? What's your gut telling you? Let me put it that way. What's your gut telling you? Do you think we're going to see a surge in September? I do. You know, listen to other people too. My mentor, I don't know the guy personally, but I think we should give Andy Schectman a lot of respect for what he's seen, what he's telling us. And I don't know why he gets beat up so gosh darn bad in his comments. He's telling you people the truth. What's going on. In his opinion. Some people think this is going to happen overnight. It's not going to happen overnight. The death of the dollar. Not going to happen overnight. It takes time. China and Russia are working together with the BRICS nations, the other BRICS nations, and working together to do this slowly. And what more proof do you need? I mentioned this movie before. It's called Too Big to Fail, with the big government check on it. It's on Amazon. It's on HBO. If you got an Amazon account, it's highly recommend paying for that movie to at least to rent for 24 hours. I bought it straight outright. It's $9.99. It's worth every single penny, because you're not going to get it all in one segment at all. Another good movie. 2008 Financial Crisis. Right here, free on YouTube. 2008 Financial Crisis. It tells the story what happened in 2008 and why the dollar should have been gone in 2008, 2009-ish. But they papered it over, my friends. They can print all this they want. Every time they print this, it devaluates it. Pretty soon, monopoly money is going to have more value than this. That's where we're going, my friends. Explain to me why a silver quarter has a value of over $6 in silver value. When people understand what's going on with the dollar, and a silver quarter, 1942, 25 cents. 1964, 25 cents. Why do these have a value of over $6 today? It's not because silver went up. The value of your dollar's gone down. Get ready for September. You know, people laugh when people say $75 silver by the end of the year, $4,000 gold by the end of the year. Those numbers could really well happen. Not because silver and gold's gone up in price. Everything else is going to go up in price with it. Look at inflation now. Don't know what's coming down the pipeline. And no, again, you're not going to get rich off of silver and gold. It's going to hold its value. You're going to have to see it holds its same purchasing power, maybe a little bit better at times, maybe a little bit worse at times. But in the long run, silver and gold holds its purchasing power. Meaning, you buy something today for a silver dime, 5 years from now, a silver dime will get you that same goods and services it did back then. Like it does now with a silver candy bar. Alright, I keep telling about the candy bar. This is a war nickel. This has over $2. This has over a $2 value. Why does this have more value than this? A nickel. This gets you that candy bar. When candy bars were a nickel back then. Back in the day. Go through a convenience store, my friends. Find out what a regular sized candy bar costs. It's going to be close to $2. If not a little bit more. This pays for it still. I don't know how much more that can be said. How much more people show this to your friends and your family that don't understand silver and gold. My friends, show the people that don't understand this portion of the video. Clip it and send it to them. This portion. And show them. A nickel. Back in the day, got yourself a candy bar. The same nickel. No, you can't really take it to a convenience store. You would have to find someone to buy it at melt value. And I'm sure it'd be pretty gosh darn easy to find someone in your local area to get this at melt value. And you can go get your gosh darn candy bar. But why does a war nickel have more value than this? Why does this have more value than this? Same concept, my friends. Same concept. We got to stop the melt with our 90% silver. This is why I'm so passionate. We got to save our history. We got to save our 90% silver today. And why are we sticking up for coin shops? Why are we putting in the comments? If you don't want it melted down, go buy it. Well, let me reverse this on you. For the ones who like to say that to me. How about the coin shop stop friggin' buying it? If they can't afford to buy it and hang on to it and they gotta send it off to the smelter, stop buying it. How about that? But no, some of these coin shops and pawn shops, all they care about is this. That's going bye-bye. Yeah, I'm a little teed off. But we gotta be teed off right now. This is our history. There's not enough 90% silver to go around. We're buying up as much as we can. I know we are. But to make that kind of comment like that, you don't want it melt down and buy it up. Well, how about the coin shops and pawn shops stop buying them if they don't want it, if they can't hang on to it? That's a simpler answer, right? That's a simpler answer right there. Say, I'm sorry, we're not buying 90% silver in this time because we have too much. That's all. No, instead of smelting it down and go bye-bye, then these are the same shops and pawn shops. We'll be crying. Probably by this time next year. We don't have any more. We're sold out. Well, yeah, because you smelted it all down. I've said that before on this channel too. Let's work together. I understand that there's hardships out there. I understand a lot of people don't have a lot of cash right now. But I can say this. We can all afford to get $1.50 face this week. Maybe not every single one of us. I'll make it easy. How about 50 cents before Sunday? 50 cents face value before this Sunday from your local coin shop or your local pawn shop. Who's in? I've only done it two today. I've only got another Morgan dollar on the way. I've done my part. I'll probably do my part again tomorrow. Probably do my part the next day. I'm stacking as much as I can. I'm passionate about Morgan dollars, Peace dollars, Washington silver quarters. Any 90% silver, I love. But for people to make those comments, or for other people on YouTube to make those comments, you don't want it smelted down and buy it. That's really insulting to the ones who's busting their behinds to stack it. Because I see the comments. You bought this, you bought that. You converted for this. And a lot of it is 90% silver. Look, if you're not a 90% silver fan, fine. If you're more into egos, you're more into coins, you're more into rounds, bars, whatever the case may be, I'm okay with it. Where this stuff is going, my friends, look behind the scenes where it's really going. COMEX don't have it. Some of it stays here. A lot of this is getting bought up by China and India. That's the scary part. We're giving our silver away that's very useful, and gold, away to China. But some people who converted out of this to get into silver, make a little bit of profit, get scared, and they go sell it. Or they don't know the value of silver and gold. Some of them may need the money. That's absolutely fine. I get it. Some people made mistakes too much at one time. I've tried to warn against that. Only get what you can afford to hang on to. It's not there to make a quick buck overnight. That's not what silver and gold, physical silver and gold, are for. If you want to make a quick buck overnight, go buy paper silver. Go buy paper gold. Go buy the contracts if you want to make a quick buck. You probably make a faster buck than trying to pay the premiums up on some of this stuff. And you don't have to hold it as long. And if you choose to, take that paper money, take those paper stocks out, those paper contracts back out, and realize what silver and gold does, and you want to put it into real silver and gold, be my guest. That is how we get ahead, my friends. Silver and gold, the only real forms of money. Everything else is just thin air. Promises. Hopes. Dreams. Do people get rich off the stock market? You bet you're behind they do. Do people lose their butts in the stock market? You better believe they do. Did people get rich off of Bitcoin? Yes. Did people get rich off of meme coins? Yes, but how many people are losers? How many people are losers that lost it all? You know, I know a guy that does the XRP. I don't understand all that. If it's this, that, this, whatever. He puts in $500 to $1,000, maybe $1,500. He lets it ride up for a little bit. He cashes out and takes the profits and gets real silver and gold with the profits. I got no problem someone doing that if you have a better understanding doing it. The problem is people who get into these meme coins, Bitcoin, stable coins, leave it in there and hoping they're going to get so super rich, and they never cash out. And then one day it's gone. If you made a decent profit off it, not financial advice, I'm not a financial advisor, but if you made a decent profit out of it, why not cash some of it out and get real silver and gold? Again, You got to make that choice, not me. Not me. This is where it's going to come push to shove, and silver and gold will shine once again. It's shining right now. But when this Bitcoin meme coin crap goes to rock bottom, not saying it's going to zero, because I don't believe Bitcoin will ever go to zero, because there were people who have lost their accounts, lost their passwords, have passed on, and it's still floating out around there. None of these cryptos in Bitcoins, meme coins, some of them may go to close to being zero, but they will have something in there because people have lost their accounts. They got hacked into. They have passed on. And they got XYZ and family has no idea what they have in there. They don't even know the password. Be careful out there, just my friends. Don't let someone else steal your money. Very easy to do in that crypto world. Coin Shop Chris is out. We will see you tomorrow.